So what I have here is a collection of scribe tools, more specifically, BITCHIN SCRIBE tools. And that's the name I've given to these because they are bitchin'.
Did you say bitchin'? What are you, a surfer dude?
Okay, so scribe tool, what exactly does that mean? So to scribe something is to mark or score wood or the like with a pointed instrument as a guide to cutting or assembling. So it's basically to draw a line on in order to cut to that line. To cut something in order to fit it closely to an irregular surface. So if this is out of level, you can now take this scribe tool, make a mark, and then cut, and now it will fit to that object, okay?
Check out the new BITCHIN SCRIBE tool.
Now, sometimes there's a completely irregular surface, like a brick wall or rocks that you're trying to fit to, and this may not be the tool for that. Why do I have 3 different models? Pencils vary in size. These pencils are a different diameter, one to the other. So what's needed for this is a very short pencil. Well, make sure you're careful. Like that. So let's get really close, right? If you have a really tight situation, and I had to do that once, where it's just sticking out. So basically, I needed 3 different models to cover most pencils, most pencil thicknesses. The first one is America's Pencil USA Gold. And so I call that scribe tool the USA model. Let me show you, using this as an example, how these work. So the top right channel there is 3/16 on center to the pencil when it's put in that channel. The bottom left there is a 1/4 inch on center to the pencil. And then this one on the bottom right is 5/16 to the center of the pencil. And on the top left, it's 3/8 to the center of the pencil. So because of this arrangement of the channels being a 1/4 inch apart and the ones on the ends are a different distance to the end, it enables this block to have the pencil located in 20 different positions from 3/16 to 1 3/8. And you'll see that here, the bottom, 3/16, 7/16, 11, 15, and 1 3. So all the channels are a 1/4 inch apart. So you'll see there at the bottom right, 3/8, and then 5/8, that's a 1/4 inch apart, and then 7/8, 1 1/8, and 1 3/8. So on this side, you'll see a 1/4, a 1/2, 3/4, 1, and 1 1/4. And then if I flip it, you'll see it's 5/16, 9/16, 13/16, 1 1/16, and 1 5/16. So with this arrangement, every 1/16 of an inch increment is covered from 3/16 to 1 3/8. That is bitchin'. That is why it is called the BITCHIN SCRIBE tool. In this model, model USA. And I like that little eagle and the stars. So when that pencil is in that 3/16 channel, it is 3/16 as seen on that ruler there. You see it's upside down 1 3/8. That means when you flip this over and it's right side up, now it's the distance from here to the surface is 1 3/8. So every hole has 2 measurements in that respect. So if I was to put it in this channel, right, you see 13/16 would be the distance from here to the center line of that pencil. Let me mark it here so you can see that. It's right there on the 13/16 line. You see the other number that's lined up with is 3/4, but that's upside down. So you flip it over, and now it's going to be 3/4 from here to the surface. Distance from there, and you can see right there, 3/4. So now I'll put it in this channel, and you'll notice that's 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch, right there. Perfect. So these channels are designed to hold the pencil firmly and still be able to pull it out without pliers. Now, some of these pencils vary slightly in thickness, so some may be looser than others, and the other models will fit perfectly their brands of pencils, which will be discussed in the video. Okay, so each one of these has the same concept. This one, the Model T, I love that name for the Ticonderoga pencil. So this is what the Model T looks like. And like I said, it fits a Ticonderoga pencil. That's the only difference, is the type of pencil. The Model X, this is the largest diameter pencil. Here's the Model X. The Statler brand fits very nice into this one. And so does the Amazon Basics, also fits well into this tool. Medici also fits. So in addition to the 3 models of BITCHIN SCRIBE tool are also 3 models of the Mini Scribe tool, as you see here. So every Mini Scribe has 4 scribe distances. If you read it from the top there, it's 3/16, and you see on the ruler there 3/16. Flip it 1 turn and you have 1/4 inch. Flip it another and you have 5/16. One more, 3/8. And the reason for this slot is just in case the pencil does get stuck, you'll be able to take a key or something and put it in that hole to help push it out, like that. So the Mini X fits the same pencils as the Model X, the Statler, the Amazon Basics, and the Medici. These are the ones I've tested. There are others that will fit, which I may publish later, but these I'm fairly confident are good choices. The Mini T fits the same Ticonderoga pencil as the Model T. This is specifically made for the Ticonderoga pencil because I've seen that pencil everywhere. And the Mini USA takes the America's Pencil USA Gold, same as the Model USA BITCHIN SCRIBE tool. I kind of like it because those pencils are made in America, and of course my scribe tool is as well.
Made in USA? Awesome!
Now, let's move on and let me show you another BITCHIN SCRIBE tool. That would be the Sharpie. Well, I call it the fine marker BITCHIN SCRIBE tool because I can't take the Sharpie name, that belongs to Sharpie. There's a slight taper to these markers. The fine marker BITCHIN SCRIBE tool, and it has this black line. It has to go this way, and it fits in nice and snug because that is a tapered hole. So the way you read the fine marker scribe tool is just a little bit different. The hole that it's in right now is the bottom one. And if you look at the measurement at the top, looking from the top down, you'll see that bottom one is 5/16. And then as you move up, again, there's 1/4 inch increments for each one of those numbers. So it moves up in 1/4 inch increments. So the distance from here to the center point there is 5/16. So you move up in 1/4 inch increments all the way to the top. So then in this channel, that would be 9/16. And on the third channel, that would be 13/16 from the surface. And then in the next channel, it would be 1 1/16. And in the top channel, it would be 1 5/16. From this side, there's 5 other measurements, starting from 1/2, going to 1 1/2. And then if you put it in the other channels, you're gonna have another 5 measurements there, from 3/8 to 1 3/8. And then you flip it over, and you're gonna have 5 measurements, from 7/16 to 1 7/16 on that side. Same deal, I'll show you on this marker here. Let's go 7/16. I think that shows it pretty well. And then let's flip this over. 1 3/8. 1 3/8 at the top left right there. So I decided to show the Sharpie scribe on this example in my shop. So with this held against the wall here, that's going to be a 5/16 mark on your material all the way down. Follows the wall, continues this way. Okay. You can see that's a nice line to follow. That's if you don't want to use a pencil, you can always use a Sharpie marker. So one of my favorite ways to cut to a scribe line is with the table saw. Don't do this if you are not good with the table saw. We were going by the red line, and now you can use the belt sander to clean it up. So I'm gonna sand the red line off. You wanna back bevel a little bit if you can. Okay, let's see how well that fits. So I made the notch bigger for the cord. And you can see it's pretty well up against the wall. I would normally not do this in my own shop, but you can see the lines that I scribed. Remember the red one? It still shows a little bit. I just wanted to do that for demonstration. Okay. So I personally have not used this yet in the field, but I know it will have great applications where you're trying to draw on something that is hard to see a pencil line on, such as Formica that is glossy and it has that protective film on it. That's hard to write with a pencil. But if you use this, you'll be able to see that mark very visibly and very easily. So there's one other really cool thing about this BITCHIN Scribe tool for the Sharpie. It also fits what's called a mini Sharpie. So you can see this one also fits the mini Sharpie. It's still snug. It doesn't go all the way through, but it definitely fits in there. So it'll work with a mini Sharpie if you don't want anything sticking out the back. And I think that's pretty awesome. So I have one other BITCHIN Scribe tool, and that is the ultra fine marker BITCHIN Scribe tool. So this one does the same exact job as this tool here. It's tapered to fit the ultra fine Sharpie marker. So the tip on there is very small, and it has all the exact same measurements as the other one. So you can see the difference. If you have both, I have a smaller black line on this one compared to this one here. Here's a real quick demonstration of the 3 different scribe tools and the thickness of the lines. I think I've used this pencil, the dullness of it, a couple times, so I won't show a super sharp one. Okay, so here's the Sharpie version. This is raw plywood. Okay, and then we have the ultra fine Sharpie. Okay, so there's the 3. Let's zoom in on it. So there you see the thickness difference. It looks like the ultra fine is definitely even thinner than the pencil, and the Sharpie is even thicker yet. Now we'll do the same demonstration on a piece of melamine, white melamine. And we're going to use that same pencil. Okay, then we're going to use the Sharpie. Okay, and now we're going to use the fine Sharpie. So you can see there the differences, and that shows you the differences. I'm really happy with the way they came out. I've done a ton of testing to get them to this point where I can now sell them. They all use the exact same system, which I have in patent pending right now for this particular tool, whether it's a pencil, a marker, an ultrafine marker, or some other writing instrument. I showed how accurate it is. It's not perfect.
What? My scribe tool is not perfect?
This is the first thing I am offering for sale. I am usually just doing custom cabinets for people, but I discovered that I was not happy with scribe tools that are out there, and so I came up with this. I think there's some uses for these tools, like the Sharpies, that I'm not even thinking of right now. Maybe you could use it in the metalwork industry. Maybe you can use it for crafts type stuff where you need to draw different lines at different sizes and paint between them. I don't know. There might be other uses I am not thinking of for this. Put it down in the comments if you have a really great use that I haven't thought of.
Hey, can I use my BITCHIN SCRIBE tool to chuck some wood?
I think I've reinvented the scribe tool. That's why I call it reinventing the scribe tool. I don't like the term game changer. I'm super tired of it. So I came up with the reinvented. I kind of like that.
Man, that BITCHIN SCRIBE tool is a game changer.
So here's the deal. Whatever scribe tool you get, I think that you're really going to like them. The pencil one is the main one that I created because I think this is going to be the most useful. Now, if you find a good use for the Sharpie ones, that's great. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think I have understated the value of the mini scribe tool. I think these things are awesome. So I think you really should get these for stocking stuffers for Christmas. It's right around the corner.
Have you heard of the new BITCHIN SCRIBE tool? Christmas is coming and it would be a great stocking stuffer.
They're inexpensive. I'm going to give very good prices for if you buy multiples like 5 or even 3 to 10 of something. You're going to find really good deals in my store. So get them now, get them while they're hot, get them while they're in stock. Okay? Thank you so much. See ya.
Please subscribe if you thought this content was useful to you. How many times did he say bitchin' in this video?